Right guys, good morning. Welcome back to a new video. Slightly different. Today we've got something new to look at. You would have seen it in some videos by now. I haven't actually mentioned what it is, but it's right behind me. And it is a bike. It is an electric bike and it is awesome. So before we start, full disclosure, this bike has been sent to me by Eleglide, however you want to pronounce it. They got in contact with me and asked if I would like to try out one of their products. Normally when I get emails, I get a few emails like that with various products, and to be honest, most of them I ignore. But this tickled my fancy a little bit, because we have a bike on the farm that we use to get from A to B, B to C, C to D, whatever, when we're doing short little trips. And here it is. It is called the Venture Crystal. It is John's pride and joy. It's even got the proper horn. So when Eleglide emailed me and asked if I'd like to try out their bike, I said, yeah, you know, why not? We'll give it a go. So we've had it for about 2.5 to 3 weeks. We've been flat out silaging. We've not had a chance really to have a go with it, other than a little bit around the yard. So I'm going to take it on a ride today. I'm going to see what it's like. We've got some gadgets for it. We'll have a look at it and see what it's like. I mean, it is blimmin' good fun to ride. It's strange. If you've never been on an e-bike before, like I haven't before this turned up, it is strange. But yeah, I just need to put some air in the tyres. So the front tyre needs to be at 50 psi, the back one needs to be at 55. So I need to make sure they are correct a minute, and then we'll go off around the yard. You can see I've got my chest strap on. I've got a little mount here on the handlebars, and we'll try and get some cool footage. Right, we are all aired up. Right, so that is it all aired up, ready to go. I've adjusted the seat to where I want it. I think where I want it anyway. Not much else to do but have a go on it. Just one thing I noticed here is it's got lockable suspension, so you can either lock that so that stays rigid, or you can unlock it so that it's got a bit of play in it. So we'll see how we get on with that. It's got a light on the front which is controlled by this little screen here, but I'll show you more of this in a minute. Yeah, that's obviously the battery. It's got, how many gears has it got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 18 gears. If you want to use it as a normal bike, which you do have to start pedaling before it will kick in with a motor assist. Yeah, let's take it for a ride. So I've got my camera on here, as you can see is my hand, and I got one on the handlebars here. Hopefully we'll get that where we want it in a minute. Not a lot else to do now other than to just click the stand away. So there's a little red button here on the battery you turn on. Reversing gus. We're on assist mode 1. So we have to start pedaling. Oh, it just kicks in. I think if you stop pedaling, yeah, if you stop pedaling, the assist stops. Right, let's go up a couple. Oh, that is cool. Oh, let's take the dog for a run. Hey dog, where are you going? Let's go down here somewhere. I don't know whether you can hear that, so I have no idea how fast we're going. I know on the other versions of this bike, so this is an M1, I think on a T1 and the models above, you get like an LCD screen where you can control your assist level, and also it will show you like a digital speedo. This is awesome. So we've just been for our first initial ride. It's very good fun. It's so strange. If you've not been on an e-bike before, it's weird. I can't really describe. It just takes off from underneath you. And then you think, oh, how am I going to stop? If you stop pedaling, the motor kicks out. We've got disc brakes on the front and back. That's pretty cool. The seat's very uncomfortable. Now, I'm not saying bike seats are comfortable anyway, but that does seem particularly uncomfortable, but the good thing about that is just slides in and out on that bracket. You can change it for a third-party seat. Yeah, I don't find that comfortable at all. So there's your back disc brake. So this is actually the motor on the back that chucks out your power, and this is a 250 watt motor, and it will put out 45 newton meters of torque, which is, you know, it's pretty good when you're on a push bike. Here's a bit of a closer look at this screen. So if I turn so that's the button on the side that turns your battery on. This is where you plug your charger in. So this all comes off. It's got a little lock on the side. The key, it just slides off for charging. So if I try and block the sunlight, this is your box. So you press on there, full charge as you can see there, and then 5 levels of assist. You just press this mode button to go up through them. So it's currently off. We'll save the battery for a minute. A lot of people that I've seen that have done reviews on these online have said to keep these forks locked. So I had them open there was a bit of play in them, so we'll lock them and see if there's any difference in a minute. It's got a little bell. Obviously got your gears both sides. And now there is something that comes with it here that I really want to try and see if I can fit, because it looks great fun. Right, me and Gus just in the workshop. Now it's come with these, which are different handle grips. Now that's just a normal, ordinary grip. This, however, is a throttle, so like you would have on a motorbike. Now these are not legal in the UK to be using on the roads. So if I put this on, I'm obviously not going to take it on the road, I'm just going to take it around the farmyard. But I am intrigued to put this on and have a go and see what it's like. So I'm going to swap it over a minute. Right, so it's taken me all of about 3 minutes to change, but we've got the throttle body on here now. What I need to do is just map these wires a bit better, because the wire on the throttle actually joins into a wire that is hidden in the frame of the bike down here. That's quite clever. So what I might just do is try and tuck that back in that hole. We'll see if that makes any difference. Right, so we're now out in the yard again. So it still works the same. If you pedal, the motor kicks in. It's now kicked out because I've stopped pedaling. But now, if I just twist this grip, if I turn around here, if I twist the grip, the motor kicks in. We're off. Dog doesn't know where to go. It's giving him a good run. Anyone that's not a regular viewer here, my name's Josh, and we're here on a beef and sheep farm in Devon. We have 2 or 3 different sites where we keep animals and where we have blocks of ground and stuff. And we quite often use a quad bike or whatever for getting from A to B, B to C, C to D. This will be very, very handy in assisting getting to those places. The dog can only just keep up, so he must be going fairly fast. Hello dog, want to get in the shop? So something I should also say about this bike is it came packaged really, really well. The only things we had to do was attach the handlebars, just those 4 little Allen keys there, and attach the wheel, which is just 1 bolt there, was one either side. And that is all we had to do. The rest of it came assembled, didn't have to do anything. Now this throttle body took me all of about 3 minutes to change. All I had to do was loosen 2 screws, one there, and there's one underneath here. Slide the old rubber handle off, slide this grip on. There's an Allen key in the end, done that one up tight. Get your brake where you want it. They recommend 15mm between here and the brake. And then just do those other 2 screws up. Job done. Do need to stress, that is not legal on the road in the UK with that throttle body on. So I cannot take that on the road in its current condition. For going around the yard here, we've got a track out the back of the yard that goes to an awful lot of our field. So if we're ever getting cattle or sheep in and out and we want to, instead of walking, take a bike like we do the Venture Crystal, We can use this on the yard, on all the private ground, like on the road. The minute we go on the road, that throttle body's got to come off and we just got to go back to pedaling. But I mean, it's still pretty awesome. I think I'm right in saying they're limited to 15 mile an hour, the motors on them. And then obviously if you can pedal faster than that, you get more speed out of them. Really interested to know your guys' thoughts. Obviously this is sent to me, it was a sponsored product. I've been allowed to do an honest review on it. I've not been told I've got to say anything nice about it at all, which I did clarify with Eleglide when they were emailing me. I said I'm dead excited to have a go with it, but as long as I can be honest. And yeah, so far so good. Bruce, our farm manager, you might have seen him on some videos if you're a regular viewer. He cycles to work every day. He's got quite a decent road bike. He said the seat is awful, which I agree with. It's very uncomfortable. And he said the pedals are cheap and nasty. This is an entry-level e-bike, so this costs somewhere in the region of £600. There are some codes in the description. I'll put them on the screen now as well. If you do want to buy one, if you're interested in buying one, they've given me some discount codes for people to use, so they'll be on the screen now. They're also in the description. But the things like the pedals and the seats, they're interchangeable. You can get third-party pedals, you can get third-party seats. You can change those to your heart's content. But I've been really impressed with this. Now, this is obviously something we're allowed to keep. That's part of the deal. We will use this a lot. This won't be something that we do this one video on and we put in the corner of the workshop we never use. This will get a lot of use on the farm. We use the other little purple bike quite a lot. So I can see that this is going to be a fun bit of kit that we're going to get some use out of. So I just want to say thank you to Eleglide for giving me the opportunity to have one. As I say, I've never had an e-bike. I've not ridden my own bike for best part of 5 years. So that was awesome fun to get back on and ride one. Yeah, we'll do a little bit more riding around the yard, I think, before we call it a day. E-bike tang. That's pretty cool. That thing is absolutely awesome. I love it. Just want to say thank you again to Eleglide for sending me the bike. It is incredible. There's links in the description to the bike if you want one. I mean, I know they're a very niche thing, but yeah, by all means check them out. We're going to use that a lot on the farm, so if you follow the channel regularly, you're going to see a lot more of this. If you don't follow the channel regularly, please think about subscribing, give the video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys on another video very soon. Cheerio.